Oftentimes, the hardest working individuals are overlooked in major historical events. Known as the Angel of Mercy, Sally Thompson was born November 9, 1833. When Sally was just 28 years old, a war between the North and South, known as the Civil War, began. The war quickly escalated and the concerns for caring for the wounded grew. Thompson selflessly jumped into action, asking a family friend to borrow his countryside home. She set up Robertson Hospital to aid those regardless of whose side they fought on. Thompson deserves tribute for the efforts during the Civil War because of her dedication to serving others. During the war, she established a leading healthcare facility, overcame the discouragement of being a woman in battle, and her continuing for generosity post-war. Thompson was a fearless nurse who aided the soldiers wounded on the battlefield of the Civil War. Thompson deserves tribute because of her dedication and efforts to provide the best health care she could to the soldiers. Even with advances in medicine, disease and infection raged during the Civil War. Thompson dedicated herself to the cleanliness of the hospital, which promoted Robertson Hospital to the leading healthcare facility during the Civil War. Thompson opened the hospital July 31, 1861, with the help of 6 volunteer nurses. Together, they treated 1,300 patients, of which only 73 died. The hospital not only had the highest survival rate, but also the highest return to battle rate. Thompson's selflessness was even more displayed because of the facility functioned off of her family's inheritance for the majority of its operational time. These efforts were many reasons why Thompson deserves tribute for her service. Not only did Thompson establish leading healthcare, but she was challenged for typical roles for women in the 1800s. Thompson overcame traditional attitudes toward women in war. Men felt nursing was not appropriate activity for women during the war due to violence and gruesome of those who were injured. Not only was Thompson a skilled nurse, she was also the only woman commissioned by President Jefferson Davis as an officer in the Confederacy and became known as Captain Sally. This achievement allowed Robertson Hospital to stay functional, and the new salary for the appointed position was used to further advance the hospital. Her dedication to not only adhering to society norms is another reason why she deserves tribute. Lastly, her contributions extended even past when the war ended. She kept Robertson Hospital in operation until June 13, 1865, after discharging her last patient. Her patients referred to her work in the hospital as she rolled the hospital with a stick in one hand and a Bible in the other. This allowed her to have nightly prayer meetings, and she often prayed over those who were sick. After every patient was discharged, she sent them on their way with blankets, socks, and clean clothes. She became very beloved and known throughout Richland, and even after multiple proposals, she never married. Thompson discontinued her charity work through St. James Episcopal Church and became a member of the United Daughters of the Confederacy. Thompson lived out her life helping others. Thompson has many contributing factors as to why she deserves tribute. Her selflessness was shown through in her dedication to serving others. She used her own inheritance to keep Robertson Hospital operational and strived to provide a clean facility for those wounded. Thompson stepped out of a traditional woman role into something much greater and became the only commissioned woman officer of the Confederacy. More importantly, Thompson did not let her generosity escape her after the war was over. She continued to serve others, not only medically but spiritually as well. Going into the medical field can be challenging, however, it can be so rewarding as well. I believe Sally Thompson found the greatest kind of tribute through the thankfulness of her patients, and to me, this is the greatest kind of tribute.